Have you ever wondered what raw power, precision, and pure engineering madness look like in motion, deep in the heart of the forest, or across a sea of dirt? Welcome to Woodcarving Artist, where brute strength meets mechanical beauty. These machines don't whisper, they roar, chew, and conquer landscapes like titans in a world built for giants. If you think you've seen big, think again. Ready to feel the ground shake under your screen. Hit that subscribe button and tell me, which beast would you dare to command? In the dense underbelly of a forest where light barely filters through, a rumble splits the silence. Not from the sky, but from the earth itself. The John Deere 959M tract doesn't drive in. It carves its name to the landscape. Its silhouette looms like a jungle beast bred for war. Steel arms, poised like a predator's claws, ready to pounce. Each track presses down with the weight of certainty. Each pivot, a display of primal authority, fused with mechanical genius. It doesn't turn, it claims direction deep within its core. Sensors and processors whisper calculations, anticipating terrain shifts before the soil even shifts. The moment it grabs a log, time seems to pause. The grip, the slice, the perfect release, all rehearsed 1,000 times in silent code. It's not simply cutting trees, it's asserting dominance with every calibrated move. This isn't a feller buncher, it's a mechanical beast, born to lead the forest's final dance. On a steep mountainside where every breath feels heavy and the earth can betray you at any moment, a machine charges upward as if gravity were just a myth. The Logset 12H GTE Hybrid Harvester doesn't roar, it whispers, cloaked in matte black, like a mechanical assassin. Its futuristic cabin stands out like a spacecraft cockpit, commanding a steel arm that stretches like a hunting beast. Every grab is precise. Every cut decisive, there's no room for error. With hybrid technology at its core, it's not just powerful, it's chillingly intelligent. In the damp, chaotic heart of the forest, this machine moves like a magician, where every fallen log is not crushed by brute force, but surrendered to the cold, calculated mastery of a new age predator. There's no warm-up, no gentle lead-in. The Tigercat 234B shows up like a street fighter in a suit, clean lines. No, nonsense. And a presence that says one thing, stand back. At first glance, it looks compact, almost polite. But the moment that grapple swings into motion, you realize this machine wasn't built to impress. It was built to dominate. It doesn't sort logs. It flips them like matchsticks. Lifting, rotating, stacking with a confidence that borders on aggression. The swing is fast, the hydraulics tight, the reaction time sharper than your instincts, and the operator sitting high above it all like a pilot in a glass cockpit, flicking controls like a symphony conductor in combat boots. The 234B doesn't ask if the pile is ready, it makes it ready. This isn't just a loader, it's a middleweight champion in the ring, moving wood like it's personal. Stand too close, and you'll feel the power snap in your chest. You hear it before you see it. Not a roar, not a scream, just that low, calculated hum that says something serious is coming. Then it breaks through the trees. Bold, green, untouchable. The John Deere 1910G Forwarder doesn't ask you to look. It forces you to stare. It's not just big. It's perfectly intimidating. 8 wheels, massive bunk, a grapple arm that moves like it's alive. And when it starts working, forget everything you thought you knew about forestry. This isn't loading, it's choreography. Logs fly into place like pieces of a high-stakes puzzle, balanced and stacked before your eyes can even catch up. And the cab, it's not a seat, it's a throne, smooth, elevated, untouched by the chaos below. This machine isn't in the forest, it owns the forest. And right now, it's inviting you to watch what happens when absolute control meets raw, unfiltered power. Ready to feel small. Step closer. Beneath the pale winter light, where frost still clings to pine trunks, and silence hangs like breath in the air. A yellow phantom glides between the trees. But this is no ordinary forest dweller. This is the Kesla 20 RH2 Harvester head, mounted on a Volvo ECR 145, a Predator in steel skin. Its claw, more precise than any surgeon's scalpel, reaches out and grips the trunk with chilling elegance. Then, in one swift motion, it strips, slices, and commands the forest like it's rewriting the rules of nature. No roaring, just mechanical whispers, snow crackling under its treads, as if the forest itself bows in silent respect. Watching it move feels less like witnessing logging, and more like watching a dance choreographed by machines with centuries of wisdom packed into their pistons. In the stillness of a muddy worksite, something begins to growl. Not with rage, but with hunger. The Morbark 3400 XT Wood Hog doesn't arrive. It erupts onto the scene like a mechanical tempest craving timber. Towering with a ferocity that dwarfs nearby loaders, it devours tree trunks, like breadsticks grinding, crushing, spitting out shredded wood, as if mocking the concept of resistance. Each rotation of its massive drum is a declaration of dominance. Each thunderous chomp, an act of industrial theater. This isn't just a grinder, it's a force of nature dressed in steel armor. A demolition poet that turns chaos into mulch with chilling rhythm. The roar doesn't fade, it resonates. You don't simply watch the 3400 XT, you feel it in your chest, your bones, your instincts. It's not here to negotiate with the forest. It's here to finish what the chainsaw started. Are you ready to witness machines that don't just work, but dominate? Subscribe now and tell us, could anything stand in the way of the 3400 XT? What would you feed it next? Deepest hush of a mist-laced forest. Something stirs with the grace of a prowling panther and the nerve of a veteran soldier. The Rottne H8 doesn't shout. It whispers with hydraulics, slithers between trees, and then strikes like a tactician of timber. Compact, but ferocious. Its sleek silhouette is more predator than processor. Each movement is deliberate, elegant. Its arm reaches not to cut, but to claim the forest one trunk at a time, with an operator's seat that feels more like a command cockpit than a cabin, and tech so refined, it anticipates terrain like muscle memory. The H8 proves size has nothing to do with power. It doesn't trample the forest. It outsmarts it, outmaneuver it, and then quietly rewrites the land. If giants crash the party, the H8 slips in, finishes first, and leaves before the echo fades. In the dead silence of a fog-laced timber yard, the ground trembles. Then, as if summoned from the core of the earth, the Morbark 5048X explodes into view like a mechanical meteor tearing through gravity itself. It doesn't arrive. It detonates. Standing before, it feels like standing in the presence of a metal beast carved by gods, its body broad as a fortress, armored in thick steel sinew, with jaws that rotate like the breath of a volcanic storm. It doesn't shred wood. It devours it with hypnotic rhythm, dancing with destruction in a ballet of fury and finesse. Hidden within is a mind of sensors and precision, calculating, aligning, obliterating. Every turn delivers output like thunder. What this machine does in an hour would take a crew days, and it never blinks. This isn't just a grinder. It's the roar of civilization, claiming the forest, a poem of teeth and fire, whispered through smoke. It begins not with noise, but with presence, a silent assertion of dominance, as the Ponsse Buffalo Dual emerges from the misty edge of a forest, poised like a mythical guardian between two worlds. Its stance is deliberate, as if sculpted from ancient ironwood, yet powered by a brain sharper than any axe, towering with the confidence of a war horse and gliding with the grace of a dancer. Every hydraulic limb moves, like it remembers the rhythm of the forest itself. In a heartbeat, it transforms from a forwarder to a harvester, as if unfolding a hidden identity. proving that power isn't just raw, it's versatile. Sensors hum, logs fall into place, and the forest yields not in defeat, but in awe. What others separate into two machines, it unites into one flawless performance. The Buffalo Dual doesn't just adapt, it evolves before your eyes. This is no longer a tool, it's transformation in motion. There are moments in the forest when the trees stop swaying, not because the wind has died, but because something else is approaching. You don't see it at first, you feel it. A tremor beneath your boots, a pressure in the air, then the undergrowth parts, like it's been warned. The Tigercat 630H Skidder emerges not with violence, but with the inevitability of a mountain sliding into motion. Its body, dense and sculpted, seems to carry generations of muscle memory, where every cable and arm isn't just mechanical, it's instinctive. As it drags the bones of the forest behind it, the earth barely dares to protest. It doesn't rush. It doesn't hesitate. It simply rewrites the definition of heavy work and makes it look effortless. Long after it vanishes between the trunks, what remains is not debris, but the echo of something that doesn't just conquer the land, it understands it. So, which one left you speechless? The silent giant clawing through timber, or the roaring beast leveling Earth like it owns the planet? These machines are more than metal. They are legends on wheels and tracks. If you enjoyed this wild ride with Woodcarving Artist, why not take it a step further? Hit like, smash that subscribe, drop a comment below. Which machine deserves the crown of the jungle? And hey, if you missed yesterday's madness, check the link in the description. Don't blink. New videos land every day at 7 and 19 o'clock sharp. See you there, machine lovers.